Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we set up our outputs of the ammonia gas and then began plumbing in the various pipes that are going to be needed to feed this with the inputs. Also setting up the catalyst production, routing in the ore that's needed for the catalysts, and so that's all set up. I went ahead and finished off setting up the hydrogen pipes for input there, so all of these are being fed by their own independent supplies of hydrogen gas. So everything is all full now and ready to be routed to the next stage of production, which is going to be a chemical plant to make nitrogen monoxide, which is going to need its own green metal catalyst. Which is fine. Now, do I actually need all 6 of those speed modules? I don't think I do. Nope, I do need 5 of them. Okay. So there we are. That's going to be next bit. It's going to need some oxygen gas from somewhere. It's also going to need... this is going to be a bit tricky. Just a bit. Alright, so it's going to need 840 per second ammonia gas. Now, each of these is producing a little over 1600 per second of ammonia gas, which is fine, but I'm using both the outputs, which means if I'm drawing on them at maximum, then both outputs can handle, we'll probably be pushing 825-ish, judging by my numbers here. Actually, let me... No, yeah, it'll be about 825 with the input rates that we're putting in. So it's a little bit less than I need. So I actually need both of these outputs for this, but not the full capacity of one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to route both the inputs into another tank and then draw off of that tank for what is needed. So I'm just going to recombine the outputs into another single container. So what I think I'm going to do is just do this. Essentially that. The question is going to become, does this feed at the right rate? No, the whole system needs to be filled up. Okay, well, okay, that's what's just gonna have to happen here. Is that I've got to back the whole system up. Alright, let's go let that manufacture for a little bit. So it's probably more like each of these needed its own dedicated line rather than trying to split it like this. But it's pretty much fine. I just need to get enough of these into the system to saturate it. This is almost there. And I think that'll actually do it right there. I just need about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do. Okay. So that should take care of that. Alright. So then, for this, we're going to have our own dedicated input coming off of this tank. I'd love to hook it directly up to the tank, but that just isn't going to work. What I could do is just do a straight pump. Pump directly into the input. Which input is which? That's going to be the question. So this is nitrogen monoxide synthesis. Okay, the top one. Okay, has that. Alright, good. We're also going to need a catalyst production. You're going to need 5 of the modules. I mean, I might as well put 6, but we'll just do 5. And this is going to be, since it's only a single factory, we just do straight up insertions there. What's the rate at which it needs catalysts? It needs catalysts at a rate of 29 per second. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I can probably toss a bunch of things in here. Oh, I apparently have a logistics robot that I need to put back in the system somewhere. Okay. One, two, three, four. Just go ahead and get those made. And probably don't need that many, but that's alright. And what I need here is going to be the aluminum and silver. Okay, how do I want to route those belts? Guess I'll just come out to here and route that way. So I'll come through the woods here a little bit. Okay, where'd that get put? There it is. All right. Okay, that worked pretty well. Okay. So then we just route these guys to input there. There we are. Okay. That should work. Now we just need to get the oxygen, and we need that at a rate of what? We need oxygen at a rate of 560 per second. that works. And we're producing 1100 oxygen per second as part of our electrolysis over here. So I think that's where we're going to grab that. Let's go ahead and put a pump on this. And we'll use this oxygen for this production here. We just gotta... Just gonna have to route through here a little bit. No big deal. All right, and what's my output rate? Output rate is 1,400 per second nitrogen monoxide gas. What I'm probably just going to do is hook it directly up to a tank. It is too many catalyst carriers. Just as long as that is running at the appropriate rate. It is. Good. Alright, so there's our nitrogen monoxide gas. Next order of business is to take said nitrogen monoxide gas, throw it into a chemical plant, to make dinitrogen tetroxide gas. We need 1,000 per second. 400 per second of the nitrogen monoxide gas needs to go to another chemical plant that is going to make nitrogen dioxide gas. 600 oxygen gas per second. Okay, so we basically have this that's going in two different directions. Okay, that's actually fine, because I can throw two pumps on there, and that is easy enough. One's going one way, one's going the other way. We're going to need two more chemical plants. Two more chemical plants. One doesn't need any other input. Dinitrogen tetroxide. Nitrogen dioxide. Okay. Okay, so you need only one input. You might need two. Okay. I need to figure out what you're going to be. Let's see. You first, because we're just going to be making dinitrogen tetroxide here. Does it need all 6 modules? Just... Oh, still only one. There, we need 3 modules. Okay. That does the trick. Alright, and that gets dumped directly into a tank. So that should be using just 1,000 per second, producing 500 per second. Looks about right. And you are making nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so yeah, that is where you want to be, right there. Nitrogen dioxide. We're going to need an oxygen input at a rate of what, 600 per second? I thought I saw right. Yes. Okay. Alright, I need to do a little bit of math here. Alright, I guess we'll do this here. So, for this process that's creating the oxygen gas, we're making 6,608 per second per, with 8. So how many per plant? 6,608 divided by 8 is 826 per second per plant. Now, the question is, we're taking 560 per second off of this, which does not quite leave 600 per second capacity. Here. We're short by like what? This is 1125, so if we take 500 off of that, that leaves us with, what, 625? But it's 540. So it would be 585 per second available capacity off of this output. So not quite enough. Not quite enough. Unless... we add one more electrolyzer over here to increase this capacity just a little bit, and say no, we don't want to draw off of this stuff here just yet. I'd like to draw off of this. I'd like to pull off of this line, if at all possible, and see if I can push enough oxygen through that pipe to satisfy both production levels. What I would do is I would create its own dedicated pump. We would need another one of those. And another one of these. Just set this up identically to what we had before. But I can actually, say, throw one of these in there, or a couple of those in there, so that'll take care of that. Looks like I need more substations. Okay. Did I pass it? I apparently did. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now it should have the capacity that we need. It shouldn't overwhelm this belt. And let's see if I connect off of here. If I can run both of these at maximum at the same time. And you need how many? Well, it says all 6, but I doubt that I actually need all 6. There we go. We need 3. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Well, that's if this were running at full steam as well. I mean, to be safe, I could run a dedicated line. It wouldn't be impossible. What I would do is just take this off. Put a couple of those in there. So if we overload our capacity. Okay, there we are. Dedicated line, just to be safe. Okay, so there we are. We have our nitrogen dioxide, we have our dinitrogen tetroxide. And then the next thing we need to do is take some purified water and our nitrogen dioxide gas, turn it into nitric acid. Easy enough. We just need to get some purified water from somewhere, which is actually not tough. We're going to need a sizable amount of purified water, which I don't think I've actually queued into this. Okay. I'll have to put that in here. No, we actually produce purified water as part of this process. The problem is we're going to need some to get this started. Well, actually, if we get this line started, we're going to produce our purified water here as part of this production line. And so then we can route that purified water into there. Okay, so that's what we're going to have to do first. We're going to have to jump up and start work on this process here to get the purified water, or at least up to this part of the process, to get the purified water to then route to here to make my nitric acid. Okay, that's the plan. But we're at the end of the episode now, so we'll go ahead and stop here, and then we'll work on that when we come back. That's going to kind of be all stuff that happens in this area here, because it's going to need the ammonia. And yeah, we're moving along. Alright, so for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.